Alright guys, what is up? I am Howie and this is the Go Ride channel where I publish videos about motorcycles every week, all different kinds of bikes. If you find this video interesting or informative, please do me a favor and hit the like button. And if you want more content like this, go ahead and hit subscribe. Today we're going to be doing just a quick oil change on the Ducati, but it's not just a regular oil change video because there is a little bit of suspense. And here's what I'm talking about. On the bottom of the case, on the sealing surface for the drain plug, there's a little coupon of metal that chipped out. It's obvious that somebody had stripped this out in the past, re-drilled and re-tapped it. So the last time I did an oil change on it, I went ahead and put it back on with epoxy. I know that it's been changed one time since then by somebody else, and it was okay, so they told me. So there's some suspense in that. And also, I'm going to be doing some safety wire on the drain plug and the oil filter because I have some ambitions of riding this bike on track. I don't know if that's ever going to happen because you need like talent, ability, skill. And, I don't know. I don't have any. Here we go. Okay, so now while the oil is draining, well, suspense out of the way, it looks like it held okay. So while the oil is draining, I'm going to go ahead and start on drilling this plug here for safety wire. Now, it's not as easy as drilling like a normal train plug because you can't just go through the head of the thing. So I'm going to have to go at an angle from the face of it down into the pocket for the socket wrench. Not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit it with a good solid punch. I'm going to key it up in my vise and try to take it slow. So here we go. Cue to badass montage of me working like super fast. I think we did it. So what I did that I found that worked without using a vise, a fixture, or a drill press. Well, I guess I used a vise, but went ahead and drilled I used a punch to keep my first bit from walking. I went ahead and drilled a couple of dimples in there with a slightly larger drill bit. I couldn't even tell you what size this thing is. And then I used an even smaller bit to come through at an angle and poke it through. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up. I don't want any metal shavings anywhere near my oil. And then we'll get to reinstalling everything. One thing I messed up the last time I did the oil change on this bike is because it's a V-twin, you actually have to get the oil filter on there pretty tight because it vibrates a lot. Not saying you got to torque it like a diesel, but you know, your Honda Accord, you don't have to like this. So I know. A couple of interesting things. One is I was kind of debating whether I should safety wire the oil pickup screen. I realized I haven't cleaned that since actually owning the bike, and this is the second oil change that I've done, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out and clean it. Interesting thing is I called the local Osh here in Livermore and asked them specifically, do you have a 14 millimeter, which is the size I need, Allen socket? And the kid at the counter yells to some dude, says, yeah, we got one. Go in there. That motherfucker grabbed a hex. So card-carrying member of the double-digit IQ club over there, very good. Had to go all the way to Tracy to get it. I'm also going to go ahead. One thing I learned in running by the dealer today is that the drain plug is actually the plug on the bottom of the case, which is right under the exhaust pipe. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that, get that safety wired as well, and then we'll be good on most of the oil stuff. So here we go. right, sorry about that, but the camera died yesterday. I have other stuff I need to do, so I ended up finishing it up. Camera's charged, wanted to give you a quick debrief. I put the bike all back together, got the exhaust back on it, seat, everything back on. I went ahead and filled up the oil, ran the bike a little bit, waited for it, and then topped it up again. I may have gotten a little bit aggressive on my top up, but it's actually not that bad because your center line is right in line with it, and it's tilted a little bit. So it should be perfect, right at the maximum fill. But because I didn't pre-fill the oil filter, I went ahead and just ran it, got the bubble out, and then topped it up. Everything's got safety wire on it. I checked it for leaks. Haven't seen anything yet. I'll probably take it for a shakedown ride in a subsequent video. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up this mess in my garage, and you guys get out there and go ride.